Chris Osborne.
I'll get that for you. I'll better speak it in the instruction word there.
Here you go, sir.
We can try her out. Did you just cut that off?
Yeah. Well, I kind of like chewed it.
That's awesome, Ashley, thanks.
My paper's too crumpled.
Yeah, too crumpled. Keep going.
All right. Fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests, my speech topic came to me one night after being here, actually. It was a Jimmy Conroy speech. I figured, pause for laughter. I went home, I removed my shirt, and I promptly started into a game of Halo with my oldest friend, Toucan Dan. As this happened so many times in the past, the combination of this guy and this game has allowed the problem that was steeping in my gray matter to, out of thin air, a theoretical solution appeared. Now, I'd like to preface this by saying that I believe that loving a problem is the solution. I was inspired to this thinking by a man who created his very own island. It floats in the ocean, and he created it all himself. He did this with only ocean plastic, collected ocean plastic, dirt, and a little bit of love. This island is complete with fully sustaining food supply, gardens and trees, and it even has running water and air conditioning. This is a problem that I felt pure rage for in the past. I'd think about all the garbage in the ocean and I would just feel sadness. I had no solution but to feel sadness. This man looked at this with a different light, and when you have a positive mind, creativity flows. I think that if we all adopted a mindset more like this, we could solve a lot of the currently disenfranchising problems in the world. On this particular night, I was thinking about the lack of love in the prison system. Right from the very start, we're bombarded with negative social stigmas and negative energy, no matter the seriousness of the crime. I believe that this is clouding our consciousness with negativity and creating a culture. As soon as you're sentenced, you're now housed with criminals, lowlifes, degenerates, and what other shameful word you can think of to project negativity at another population of fellow humans. I feel as though these people join a club when they're sentenced. That they now identify with the shame of all of their peers. Until wait, another group of people branded with the very same shame. Might as well call it a club. I'm in a club. These people are my equals. We'll thrive together in our own culture. Some will make positive changes, but the subconscious pain that being labeled sows inside you will hurt you, will take a toll on your soul, regardless of even if you know it's there. No matter what mental state someone leaves jail in, they all face a similar problem, a struggle of some kind. Whether it's with themselves, with money, with the world, or with the judgment of others. Their sentence is not over, their debt is not paid. Now, some of these people may be pure evil, but some were just desperate, and others were mentally ill, possibly undiagnosed. Some people are deeply traumatized by childhood or life. Others were insecure and did something to fit in, to be cool, or in extreme cases to survive. And some people just have no one that truly loves them. I'm not trying to make excuses for anyone, but when I think about myself, with a few wrong choices, a late realization, or some bad luck in the wrong place, that could have been me. And for a lot of my friends and family, they weren't so lucky. And they were all good-hearted people. They just didn't have the tools or judgment-free support to help them solve their problems or deal with their emotions. And when you're unconscious of these things, they tend to manifest themselves into the external world. Now for me, other than the shame, I wouldn't have a hard time. I have parents who love me, would take me in, give me a fresh start. Some people may have parents that love them, but don't have the money to give them a fresh start. So what next? Welfare? Well, that could be considered another badge of shame. And it's not a lot of money. So you'll soon find yourself in a similar situation to criminal or not criminal. Why not risk it? There's a monetary reward, there's an adrenaline shot, and the worst case scenario is you get to sit out the rat race for a few months at the local clubhouse. I propose we turn prisons into a positive education center, starting with a paying job, probably a dirty job like recycling. We could potentially sort all bad garbage and start an incredible recycling program this way. Maybe for a more heinous crime, something more hard labor, like breaking rocks or digging ditches, for example. Maybe for good behavior, you could be lent out to a farm today. Maybe some fresh air and some hard work is all it would take for these souls to realize their true value. These jobs would pay a normal wage, but prisoners would be automatically docked their rent and food expense and be given the opportunity to maybe send money home to their families or to a victim reparation fund. Maybe I think a lot of people would donate free meditation or other spiritual practices to people trying to repent this way. Maybe for a small price, they could attend or receive some of the seminars available to us on the outside that better our lives, or maybe pay dues to their very own Prison City Toastmasters Club. Maybe for good behavior, you could get a pet in the cost. You could get a pet or a comfy blanket. Maybe you need to earn these privileges. You should definitely be able to learn how to garden and live sustainably so that when you get out, you don't need as much money to live for food and such. And most importantly, leave prison with a fresh start nest egg. Enough money to get through the first couple months of getting out, or possibly more. Maybe this isn't feasible. That could very easily be answered by a group of people with a similar mindset to myself, but a different set of skill sets than I have. I think instead of entering prison with the mindset of, wow, my life is going to be incredibly hard from now on, they could enter with, wow, I understand that I really messed up, but maybe now I can get the help that I need. I feel like if they leave prison with work ethic, some skills, and the other tools and support needed to succeed, they would break these cycles, to leave with love for the system, and most importantly, themselves. Thank you.